Bahrain ranks 4th in this new stat I just invented called flights per square mile. More on that later. This is part 14 of ranking every country based on how many places they fly to directly. Time to update our map. In the top 60, there are 5 remaining countries in North America, 0 in South America, 8 countries in Africa, 26 in Europe, 21 in Asia, and no countries remaining in Oceania. Now that we're getting to large numbers of flight destinations, it's entirely possible that I miss a couple of flights here and there, but the order should be roughly about the same. Our first 4 countries all have 29 flight destinations. Tunisia has a pretty mixed destination pool with roughly as many flights going to Europe as Africa. For Ivory Coast, it does not look like they have 29 different destinations, but they do. They have an almost completely filled in map of West Africa. Just a lone flight to Mauritania would complete it. Georgia has a very broad flight path with over 10 flights going to Europe, as well as nearly 20 going to Asia. Even though Bahrain only has about 300 square miles of land, it flies to a total of 29 countries. That got me wondering on how such a little country could have so many flight destinations. So I conceptualized this stat to find which country has the most flights packed into a small space. Here's how it works. I take the number of countries a place flies to and divide that by its square miles. Then I multiply it by 100 to get a cleaner number. Bahrain scores 9.6 flights per 100 square miles. Malta takes the gold medal at 22.9. The Maldives take the silver with 19.1. And Singapore gets the bronze with 15.3. I'm pretty sure Bahrain gets 4th, but there's some Caribbean islands that are relatively close. Okay, sorry for the tangent. Here's Bahrain's flight map. It goes lots of places. We'll move on. The most populous place in Africa, Nigeria, is the first country to crack 30 destinations. It flies to nearly 20 different African locations, as well as a bunch in Europe and the Middle East. Oman flies to 31 destinations. Good job, Oman. It flies everywhere from Russia to Sudan to the UK, Maldives, Bangladesh, Tanzania, and much more. The Dominican Republic also flies to 31 countries, boasting over 10 European destinations, as well as the majority of the Americas. It's also one of the few countries currently flying to Haiti. Our final 3 countries all have 32 flight destinations. Bulgaria's flight path is giving West Africa energy. By that I mean they fly to a majority of their region, but don't fly much outside of that. Next up is Lithuania. Me and the Lithuanians got off to a rough start when I ranked their flag as my least favorite a few months ago. I'd like to take this time to say I'm sorry, Lithuanians, and I would love to visit your country. Your flag's still mid, though. That being said, their flight map is almost country for country the same as Bulgaria's. Our last country of the day, Azerbaijan, has double-digit destinations in Europe, as well as about 20 destinations in Asia. That's all for part 14. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 15.